Hello everyone! In this video, we'll talk about the 4 common mistakes people can make on their journey of personal growth and have a look at how they can be avoided. Let's begin. Working towards a goal, studying, improving yourself. How can anything be wrong with that? Personal growth is not only a noble goal in the modern days, but a growing industry. Countless of YouTube creators, including yours truly, spend hours introducing philosophical and psychological concepts aimed at making oneself better. But is it all pure benefit, or are there any detrimental factors that we aren't aware of? One of the first pitfalls most adepts of personal growth make is getting overly motivated. Discovering a new technique, worldview, philosophy, spiritual practice, or a set of exercises is often fascinating and even invigorating. One might feel that this is going to be it. Now the life is going to change. And it does change in the beginning. The excitement provides us with an energy boost, and suddenly the dark gray days look sunnier than ever. We join online communities, meet new people, and share our observations with friends and family. We read and watch countless videos. We feel the kind of freedom Stoic philosopher Epictetus talked about. Only the educated are free. And then, at some point, we reach the saturation point. We start facing some difficulties in our personal life, hit deadlines at work, and have problems with our health. We don't have as much time to engage in reading or watching the videos as we did. And gradually, we get back to our old habits, hitting emotional bottom as the high of the highly motivated state is dissipating right before our eyes. The best preventive measure is not to look for a quick solution and to be honest with ourselves. Personal growth is not a race, but rather a marathon. Dedicating a little bit of time regularly is better than an intense studying section, followed by a burnout. Don't be overwhelmed by the time it might take to reap the benefits. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Pride usually accompanies the first motivation stage. Your self-development journey becomes your new thing, and you find yourself judging others who are not as enlightened as you are. You become a critic of the common folk. If done out loud, this kind of behavior will easily make you marginalized, since no one likes the company of a preachy know-it-all. David R. Hawkins explained it this way. The reason that pride arouses attack is because of the inference of being better than, which is part and parcel of pride. We see many people with dietary regimens about which they are prideful. Consequently, they are in the constant arguments over the rightness of their dietary regimens and nutritional opinions. They even try to impose their regimens on family members and friends, touting the moral or health superiority of their dietary practice. In contrast, there are people who follow the same regimens because they enjoy doing so, because it makes them feel better, or because it fulfills certain spiritual disciplines. Consequently, they are never heard to be in an argument, because they have nothing to defend. If someone tells us that they eat the way they eat because they enjoy it, there is nothing much we can say about it, is there? If, on the other hand, they infer that theirs is the right way of eating, and, by inference, that ours is wrong, what they are really saying is that they are better than we are. That always arouses resentment. Remember that your personal growth is your personal journey, and be humble about it. Or as Marcus Aurelius put it, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Dogmatism. Combination of pride and exceeding motivation can easily turn a person into a zealot. Living a life of virtue is wonderful. Fighting and trying to change others who disagree with your ideals is counterproductive. I cannot teach anybody anything, I can only make them think, famously said Socrates. Be flexible. True wisdom isn't always achieved by learning more. Or as Lao Tzu said, the scholar gains every day, the Taoist loses every day. Illusion of progress. You're motivated, confident in the ideals you follow, and feeling good about yourself. You read and study, you give advice. It feels like your life is changing. But is it really? This is the question we have to ask ourselves regularly. Epictetus mentioned it in his discourses, but life is composed of things other than books. It is as if an athlete, on entering the stadium, were to complain that he's not outside exercising. This was the goal of your exercise, of your weights, your practice ring, and your training partners. You want them now, that the time to exploit them has arrived. Or, it's as if, in the matter of assent, when faced with impressions, instead of distinguishing which ones are convincing and which are not, we prefer to read a book entitled On Comprehensive Impressions. Personal growth and the techniques we learned make us stronger and train our reflexes. But without putting those skills to work, it becomes just another hobby, or, if done obsessively, another form of escapism. Remember what made you started. Remember what you wanted to achieve. Use what you learned and go for it. You are ready. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comment section if you had to deal with any of that on your journey. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe. It will help the channel to grow and cover more interesting topics. See you in the next video.